Hey there, guys, and welcome to the Unshaven Saturday edition of Get Going Fast, the place where we get into this excellent hobby AI and hopefully sort of a quick and efficient manner in which you might actually learn something. And today we are looking at vace. While we have not taken the blade to face, we are taking the blade to vace, or vace is bringing the blade to us with its cutting edge excellence. So we're going to be looking at all sorts of good stuff here. We're going to go through a workflow that shows how to run this stuff in quantized models. So you're actually going to be able to run a 14 billion parameter here on your different machines. Very cool. We've got some tricks coming up with the workflow, which is really cool. Alora that is actually going to speed up the inference time. Very cool stuff. Okay, so we are going to walk you through step by step how to get the workflow, how to download it, and make the changes that need to be done to it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. All right. So before we do that, however, I do want to thank you for liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing it with people, because it really is a great hobby, and it's better when we do this with other people. Go out and make a new friend today, and let them know right off the bat you're into AI, and hey man, you think you'd like it too. You seem to me like the smart, intellectual type that would be into the kind of hobby that I'm into. I might be able to share with you, and get them on board, because it really is cool. And introduce them to Get Going Fast, which I certainly appreciate you guys for doing that. All right, well, we're going to move on here with getting vace going. We have another model as well. They've got the full models, the 14B, the unquantized model. You're probably just going to be able to run a 1.3, but we're going to cover that in another video. And in this one, we're going to focus on the quants. So let's get to it now, Okay, so we're going to get going here now. A few people mentioned to me that my volume is often low, so I have tried some tweaks. Please let me know if the volume is sounding better now, if it's easier to hear. I'm always open to constructive criticism, okay, or positive feedback, that sort of thing. All right. So now, before we do get going on, I want to point out that if we go over to getgoingfast.pro, you actually can get the work that we're done here in a quick installer. In fact, all you have to do is go to vace.getgoingfast.pro. Okay, yoing it up, and it will take you here. And we have the GGUF models that we're going to work on today, as well as the full model version here. So this is all free for all farmhand members, or you get it as a one-time purchase, but you might as well just join as a member, because you get everything for free for the same price. So whatever. All right, so we're going to end up working over here in this repository. Okay, I'm going to close out some of these tabs, and we're going to look at these models. Let me make sure you can see all of that. Yes, you can. And there's our workflow at the bottom, and it's going to pop up this here. Okay, so we're going to end up actually using this, and it looks a little bit confusing. That's because it is a little bit confusing. There's a lot going on here, but I'm going to make it real simple for you on how to get this thing going. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, though, okay, we're going to do a search, okay? And you can do a search for quant stack, but it should be suffice to type vace GGUF, and we can put quant stack if you want. All right, then it's going to bring up your Hugging Face page here that says quant stack 1.2.1. This is what we want, okay? So we're going to click this. It brings you over here. It'll tell you a little bit about it. We don't care about it. I mean, you can read it if you want, but whatever. We want the files. Okay, now we do not want to download all the files. What we're going to want to do is actually find the one that we want. Okay, so we're going to just today probably work with the Q5KS. That's always a good place to start with these models. The KS is a smaller model, works a little bit more efficiently. Q5 is a nice balance, kind of right in the middle. So generally, if you're trying to find a model to start with your Q5. Why not? I mean, hell, let it ride. Yo, do it up. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, again, I want to point out that over here, the model manager is actually you're going to have a didn't have the picture there, but you're going to actually have a thing where you can click and you can choose the model, delete the models. So it's really easy model manager. With this one, what we're going to end up having to do is you have to go to this site every time, download the one you want, and then delete the old one. The model manager is just going to do it all. You just say delete this one, add this one. I mean, it's the wonders of technology, yo. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. First thing we need to do is we need to click this one down here that says Vace V2V example. Now, this says the V2V stands for video to video, but it's fine. We're going to do it for image to video. We're going to do it to text to video. We're going to do it to video to video. It's all the same workflow, just with different things blocked out, okay? So I'll show you how to work that. And it's going to be the same thing with the Get Going Fast solution as well. It's one workflow, but we've added, it's easy to handle, okay? So we'll get you going with that. Boom. All right, now, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go here and notice it's highlighted, but what we want to do is go over to this arrow, okay? And what we're going to do is click the arrow, and it's going to pop up a screen that asks us what we want to download. Let me see if I can show this without blowing up the world here. And you'll see it looks like that, okay? So go to wherever your ComfyUI installation is. So mine's under image, ComfyUI. Now, I always create a folder called workflows just to keep it, what do you call it? Just to keep it organized. So we'll click on workflows, and then we'll click on Vace, and then just click save, okay? Now, I've saved it with a different name just to help keep it in mind. GGUF is going to be the same thing. You just click it and save it, okay? And then what we're going to be able to do is open up our ComfyUI. Comes to here, okay? And then we just go up here to workflow. We'll click open, and it's going to pop us up with a terminal window, and not terminal window, a file explorer window. Just go to where you downloaded it, open it, and then voila, boom, this is going to pop up. Okay, so this is the workflow we're going to use. The beautiful thing about installing stuff this way is that it has everything already pre-put in there. So if you just go ahead and click run, which I'm not going to do because I have everything, it'll highlight the stuff that you're missing. And that way, then it's really easy to figure out what you need. So that's what we're going to do as well. In the meanwhile, go do a Google search for Jim Day and the Better Stories. You can find us anywhere on any of the major streaming platforms, and then you can listen to good music like this.
You may say a lot of things about my intentions. You may say a lot of things, but it don't mean they're true. But you're the only one who left me crying at Calvary. You're the only one who brought me down so low. You're the only one who can't seem to remember these things. You're the only one.
Okay, so let's scroll around here now. Hopefully you can see this stuff. I don't have a lot of desktop, a lot of room here. Let me see if maybe I can do this, give a little bit more. But okay, when you're scrolled out, you use your window, you can scroll, you can see the whole thing, okay? When we scroll in, over here you can see markdown notes. Now, the markdown notes here are going to actually give us the places we need to go. All right, so like if we click on this Vace thing here, it's going to pop up a new window, and it's going to bring us back to our old friend QuantStack. Hey, what's up, Quantum? I don't know, man. It's going to bring us back to here, yo. All right, same thing. We'll see that we can click here. This is actually going to straight download our VAE, and then notice it's going to say, notice it's going to say text encoders, choose one of the following models. And it's going to give us some choices, FP16, FP8, and the UMT XXL encoder. Okay, so again, these are going to be your F16 is going to be your closer to full. your FP8 and is going to be, and your GGUF are going to be your quantized models. So if you're having problems running stuff, you can download different encoders as well. Now, again, in the Get Going Fast model manager, you can choose these and switch them in and out real easy, okay? But we'll have to choose which one we want. And then now, this is interesting. It's got this CosVid LoRa. So this is a new thing that I hadn't heard of. Of course, Kijai made it, because Kijai, like, who is this guy? Like, just must be some reptilian guy with like human skin, because like he's fooling us. He's so good at this. It's alien technology, this guy's brain. So, but reptilian in the good sense, not in the bad sense, of course. So, smart dude, Telosian. All right. Anyways, let's get to here. So you're going to see this CosVid thing. We're going to be able to run this, and this actually is going to make our stuff run faster as well. So crazy. And we're going to follow the directions for that. I think it's over here. Yep. So we're going to follow that when we get to it. Also, I'm going to want you to notice over here, we've got our Sage Attention patches here. So you should probably be running that. That's going to speed everything up big time. Okay, so we'll get to that in a second here, and where you can make sure that you have that installed. But first thing we want to do is get our models. So you're going to notice up here, it says our normal GGUF loader. Now this is purple, which it makes me think it's bypassed, because notice over here, this Sage Attention is completely purple. That means it's bypassed. This line is going through, it's not using it. This one gives you the illusion that it is, kind of like this one, but notice this actually has its gray color, which means it's active, okay? We can turn that off and on by clicking that, and then we can go down and click that one instead, and this is a low VRAM loader. So if you're having trouble with the normal one, you can use the bottom one, and what this will do is it will offload some of your VRAM to your computer memory. Now that may make things slower, but it will make you get through it. Okay, so maybe if you're getting an error, right? That then you run the other one, it'll get through. Okay, so you can play around with that, and you can read the instructions here. I run a 4090. I've never really seen any benefit off my 4090 off of running these low VRAM stuff, but it does say here in the thing here that even with a 4090 you can see some stuff. So we'll play around with that. All right, but let's get our models. So notice over here, if we click here, it's going to show us all of the models that are in our diffusion models folder, okay, in our ComfyUI. So that is found over here. When we pop over to our File Explorer, you go into your ComfyUI folder, okay, click on your models, checkpoints. You're going to see, we want checkpoints, we want diffusion models. You're going to see this is where these are going to go, okay? So you can see it up here, ComfyUI models, diffusion models, okay? So when we're over here, we can click on any of these and you can see the ones that we've got downloaded. Now again, I use my model manager, so it's really easy to add these. What we'll have to do is you download it, put it in the folder, and then you have to delete it from the folder to save space. But what we're going to do is, okay, we want to get this one. We go down to here. We clicked on our diffusion models link. It brought us up to QuantStack. Okay, we go to our files and versions, and then we can grab the one we want. So let's grab the Q5KS. Same thing. We're just going to click this down arrow. That's going to open up a File Explorer window. You go over to where I just showed you, okay? You go over to here, all right? ComfyUI, models, diffusion models, and save it. It's easy, all right? Then we go back to our browser, and what you do here is you would hit refresh, and then you'll see that this is updated. So you can hit the reload at the top. You'll see that this is now updated with new models. So you choose the model. We'll grab QS. There it is. Okay. So now we go down to the next thing, this WAN 2.1 VAE. So same thing. This time we're going to click it, but it's going to open up directly. So I don't like doing this because it gets into this because of that, you know. But watch. If I click this, it's just going to pop up a window right there. And same thing. We're just going to go over to our ComfyUI folder. We're going to click on models. This time we're going to click in the VAE folder and we're going to click save. Okay, and it will go ahead and download that for you. Same thing if we go back here and we reload. Now when we go over to our VAE, which is down here, you'll see it's here. You'll see a list of ones that you can choose from, and you'll choose it. All right, now we choose our text encoders. So for the sake of this, let's just grab the FP8. Now, if you've been doing this stuff, you might already have this downloaded, okay? So same thing though, what we're gonna do is we just click it. It's gonna pop up a file explorer. This time what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our, here, and instead of putting it in the diffusion models, we're gonna go to this folder that's called encoders. And we're gonna drop it into there. No, actually, we're going to go to this one that says text. My apologies. We're going to go to text encoders, and then we go and drop it into there. All right. So now we're almost done. We've almost got our models, but here we go. We're going to grab this last one, this LoRa, okay? This LoRa is going to speed you up, okay? I don't know how it works. I'm the get going fast guy. I'm not so worried about how it works, just that it works, okay? I'm like, right? So we're going to click it, same thing. Okay, going to pop up our window, and then this time we go to our file explorer and we put it in this folder called LoRa's. Okay, so let's open that up and save it. And now we're actually almost ready to go. So you hit the reload button at the top, everything going blink. As you want to reload, you say yes. Load it back up, okay? And now you go here. Find your models there. Go down here. You want to add that LoRa. So notice there's a toggle switch. Click that toggle switch, and that's going to actually now show your LoRa. So you click on it and then choose. If you click on it, it'll bring up a list. Choose your LoRa. Okay, same thing. Here's our clip and loader. So that's our text encoders. So click there, put that, and then do the same thing with VAE. Now, there's a couple other things we want to do. We want to go ahead and want to enable the Sage Attention. Okay, so you should have Sage Attention. Okay, let me pause here and let me just say here, getting your Sage Attention depends on a couple things. What torch you're using, what CUDA version. It really, let's boil it down. If you're running a 30 or 40 card, series card, or you're running a 50s card, it's going to depend differently. Okay, so you need to install your Sage Attention. I have a videos on how to do that. Okay, this is a pip. You can go find it as well. Just pip install your Sage. You don't want to just pip install Sage Attention. You want to find the right one because it's got to match the torch with CUDA. So if you're running a 50 series, you have to have torch with CUDA 12.8, okay? And then you've got to know what Python you're running, okay? So usually we're running Python 3.10, so you're going to find the Sage Attention wheel that is made for Python 3.10 and supports torch with CUDA 12.8 or like version 7.2, something like that. That is if you're running the 50, okay? If you're running a 30 or a 40s card, you grab the Sage Attention that works with Python 3.10 and supports torch with 12.6. Okay, that's what you need to do. If you're running a 3040s card, do not run torch with 12.8. It will not work. If you're running a 50s card, do not run it with anything lower than 12.8 because it will not work. Okay, that being said, you get that installed. Oh, also, let me show you really quickly. If we go over here, you can go to ComfyUI.getgoingfast.pro. Okay, and I have a free Comfy installer here that you can grab, and I have it here is the 12.6 version. It has all of that installed: Flash Attention, Triton, Sage, all that for your 3040s card. And then if you're running a 50, here's your 12.8 version. Okay, so you can get yourself going easy like this. Okay, and that's free. All right, now getting back here, notice we've got our past Sage Attention, but it's all purple. It's blocked out, so we're going to right click on it. And we're going to go down here where it says bypass. And then now notice it's open. Okay, so we're good. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this model patch torch settings. I don't even know what it does. I'm not worried about it. Don't, if it's not broken, don't mess with it. All right, so now we've got this going. We've got our Sage Attention. We've got our LoRa in here. But to use the LoRa, we got to do one other thing. We're going to scroll over here to Notes. And notice it says, if you want to speed up your generation by 5 times or more, I want to use the CosVid LoRa. I have. in the Laura loader. If you enable this, it's enabled, yo. You can set the steps to around 4 to 6 and have to set CFG to 1. So we're going to set the CFG here. We're going to click down there, change that to 1. And then we're going to put our steps down to, we'll split the middle. Between 4 and 6, we're going to put a 5. Okay? Now we're ready to go. Okay? Everything that I've generated, including this, is with these settings. Okay? That's beautiful. Not a lot of action there, but that's gorgeous. That's an incredibly well done model or image. Okay? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now you're ready to go, but we need to notice a few things. Notice down here, okay, I want you to see all this down here, load reference image, load control video, all this stuff. This needs to be blocked if we're going to do text to video. So what we do is we do this. Let me actually show you the easiest way to do it. Now, you might need to add this, but I'm going to go add node. And over here, you're going to see it says RG3. Okay, if you don't have RG3 installed, go to your manager up here, go custom nodes manager, and type in RG3. Okay, and get it. Okay, and then reload everything. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to click here, go add node, RG3, and then we're going to click here where it says fast bypasser, I think it is. Hold on just a second. Oh, here we go. We're going to go fast groups bypasser at the top. Now notice this is going to pop up and it automatically recognizes everything on this screen. So we just add this. Now watch. I'm going to open this up so I can see it. Okay. Now, if I want to run just text to video, and here's where I put in my text. Okay, right now it's loading image and videos. I'm going to go down here to enable load reference image. I'm going to click that and notice it bypassed it. Then I'm going to go to video and I'm going to bypass it. Okay, and we'll go ahead and I think this image processing will bypass it. Okay, now look at that. Now we have our thing and it's only going to use text to image. If we want to do image to video, we're going to click over here. And we're going to put that one back on. Easy. If we want to do video to video, we could do that and put those back on. Okay? So there you go. So that's easy way to do that. That's how you get your workflow going. You're very welcome for showing you that. That's a $5 tip right there. All right. So you have everything ready to go. And then all you got to do is click your run button. Now I'm not going to click it because I'm running AI stuff here, but you've already seen the stuff I can make. Okay, in fact, we made pretty gal over here. Yo, we're players in our own mind. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, that is how you install the Guffs. Let me show you again here really quickly this, and this is what the model manager looks like here. So this is absolute easiest way to do it. Notice I can just do a quick full install. I can add different models here. It shows what I've already got installed. I can add more, or I can delete the existing ones. Maybe we'll delete this. Let's delete that 3. The 3 is almost worthless. All right, and now it's gone. Notice it's gone from the list. Okay, so same thing with your support models. You can re-download your workflow if you lose it. So this is the Get Going Fast Model Manager. Easy way to do everything that we just did. Okay, and all right, so with that we're going to end it here, guys. Enjoy Vace. Very cool stuff, and you can actually get this ripping up. I've had it go from 3 to 4 minutes down to a minute and a half. Really, once you get these models up and running, they get into memory and then they just run fast. So I've had some great generations with it. Really cool stuff. Maybe we'll do a video on how to add face swap and reactor to this, which is always a cool thing. We will have another video on how to run the full diffusion models, okay? And that become important later on when we want to do training and stuff like that. And you might find that, you like it better. Who knows? So different workflows, different things, but we'll look at that as well. In the meantime, I do want to thank you for coming and and watching the video. Be sure to hit us up on the Instagram. We're over at CogniBuild at the Instagram. You can find us on X as CogniBuild. You can find us on Reddit at Get Going Fast. Come there. We'll treat you nice. We'll thumb up your stuff, tell you what a great job you're doing, and come hang out with us on the Discord, man. We would love to hang out with you during the day. Just during the week, we're on there kind of chatting each other up and helping. Bring your expertise, because I'm sure you have something that you can give to the community. So with that, we will wish you the absolute best, and you have a good rest of your day, yo.